Hello again, everybody. Hank Rainer Jr. along with Dragon Dave. We're at the Newark Pavilion, another outstanding big-time wrestling card. On top tonight, we've got Frankie Kazarian, Samoa Joe, Jason Styles defends against the surging Wild Storm. We've got Shoot the Thrill, Glitz and Glamour. We've got Lamper. We've got a return of your favorite, Dash Riprock.
That's right, and of course, we're starting the show with Jeckles The Jester. Now, why are we starting with...
Don't look at me, Dragon Dave. You're on your own for this one.
This guy's out to lunch, let me tell you something.
Out to lunch?
Yes.
235 pounds, he is from Carneyville, Jeckles The Jester.
Out to lunch.
Yes.
I think he's had dinner, a midnight snack, and 11sies all put
Let me
together.
tell you something. Do you know where Partyville is?
Partyville?
Partyville.
I think it's Carneyville. I'm looking at the notes here, and he wrote something in purple crayon on here. What is that? What is... Oh, good Lord. Well, here we have the debut of a good, nice young man here, Brian Cage. Now, what do we know about Brian Cage, Dragon Dave?
Nothing, thankfully.
Now, that's no way to talk about this nice young man. Look at the size of him, pretty well-sized kid. This is going to be a good matchup. That Jeckles the Jester comes in at 235, but who knows if he had his finger on the scale. Let's go to Alan Bolte and see where this man's from.
All right.
At 224, Brian Cage.
Alan Bolte, 30-year-plus veteran, calling the action. It's wonderful to hear his voice, folks. He is the voice of wrestling in the Bay Area.
All right, and of course, you hear the fans. I think they're picking sides now.
Yeah, from the look of some of those fans tonight, they're picking more than just sides, Dragon Dave.
Now, let me ask you something there, Junior. Now, how do you prepare for a man like Jeckles the Jester? I mean, this guy. It seems like he's in the middle. He's like nowhere. You can't see his facial expressions. You can't read this guy.
I would read a Joe Miller joke book, first of all. There's a nice lockup. We have wrestling here, and that's what the marquee says. A beautiful takedown now. Brian Cage showing he can wrestle.
Now,
Nice. Rolls him up with an Oklahoma roll-up right at the beginning here and goes to that front face lock. Wow, we've got a wrestling match.
Well, let me ask you about Jeckles' boots here. Are they wrestling regulated, or what's going on?
They are, in fact, legal. Referee Pinky Winkerton there has... is that Pinky Winkerton? Oh, that's Christina McGraw. I'm being told by one of our cameramen here, who knows better than I. I'll defer to him. Now we've got a standing side headlock by Jeckles the Jester.
You know, when I look at those boots by Jeckles the Jester, it kind of reminds me of the Iron Sheik.
It does, shades of the Sheik. Oh, down goes Brian Cage. Jeckles showing something here. Beautiful high elevation leapfrog. Oh, there's a hip toss. Down goes Jeckles. Oh, measures him for that right hand. Beautiful kip up by Brian Cage. And a nice drop kick right to the face. And out, down and out goes Jeckles the Jester.
Yeah, Jeckles the Jester taking a powder there.
No pun intended. I think the powder's coming off. Good grief. Opening match here tonight, folks. We've got plenty of action to follow.
Yeah, on second thought, he should put some more powder on Jeckles because, not looking too good.
Well, I think he's turned a bit white. Oh, look at this. Brian Cage wants him back in a big way. This kid really wants to impress for his debut in big-time wrestling. Looks like he's going to suplex him right in, and he gets him over. That's a 235-pounder. He's doing 1-2. Oh, if you notice, folks, a little parliamentary point of procedure. If you want to get a pinfall, you've got to hook the leg and you've got to hook your hands. And if you notice, Cage, strong as he is, couldn't get those hands hooked.
Well, and then the fans seems like they want something. I don't know exactly what they want. But then again, who knows what the fans will do.
Well, I know what you want.
Yeah, I want a bigger paycheck.
Bigger paycheck. Yeah, so you could stiff the bartender again.
Hey, it wasn't my fault.
It wasn't your fault. You just happened to be in the bathroom at the time the bill came. Oh, there's Jeckles now. Oh, look at that. Side boot to the head. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, with those Sheik boots.
With those Sheik boots. That could be the end of Brian Cage here. There's a cover. 1, 2. Referee Christina Winkerton McGraw is right on top of the action. Oh, look at this, Jeckles. For a guy who's supposed to be so funny, he's really showing Brian Cage. Oh, look at this now. Was that kind of a mocking I can't figure this guy out.
You know what? I gotta tip my hat off to the cameraman of BTW, taking you close to the action as possible. For all you fans out there who
look at that
of BTW, they take you as close to the action as possible.
Yeah, they even see Jeckles the Jester cheating.
Well, whatever it takes, right?
Some of those cameramen we've got in big time wrestling, though, they leave a lot to be desired. Wouldn't you say, Dragon Dave?
Well, there's one cameraman in particular who hasn't missed a lot of meals.
Oh, yeah, he definitely hasn't. Look at this, Jeckles the Jester trying to rearrange some facial features of young Brian Cage.
Well, he has a 5 count. He's allowed. He's perfectly allowed. He has a 5 count, doesn't he? Does he or doesn't he?
Well, that depends on which side of the monitor you're on.
But he has a 5 count.
Yes,
right?
he does have a 5 count.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Too bad he takes 12. Look at this. Oh man, this Jeckles the Jester really throwing caution to the wind. And there's Brian Cage now with a big comeback. Holy smokes, rights and lefts and rights. Reverse of the whip, in goes Cage for the right. Oh, and he gets caught with a clothesline. Down goes Brian Cage.
Well, there you go. Here's the count right here. And Jeckles the Jester on top of things right now.
There's nothing funny about this guy. That was a pretty brutal clothesline.
Well, look what we got here.
Handful of air.
Well, in Partyville, this is legal.
Where? Partyville.
We're going by the Partyville rules.
I thought it was Carneyville.
I got the Partyville rules right here.
God.
Right here. That's where we're
Is it from the same library where you house the French rule book, you house the Canadian rule book, and you house any rule book for any villain who breaks the rules?
Hey, if their rule books exist, we need to point them out. We need to.
They don't exist. They're the BTW rule book. Oh, look at this. Oh, backbreaker.
What is this?
Oh, it's turning it into some sort of looks like
a puppet show.
It is. And Brian Cage has enough of that. So Jeckles the Jester tried to turn him into a ventriloquist act. Vaudeville's dead, Jeckles. I don't know if you got the postcard.
He's trying to make a clown out of the Jester.
Yeah, indeed he did. Oh, there goes a clothesline by Brian Cage. Oh, and another one. Down goes Jeckles. Back elbow. Cage, house of fire now. Had enough of this guy. Sends him in for the ride. Oh, there's a spinning lariat kick. Jeckles down. There's a cover. 1, 2. Oh, just out the back door at the counter 2 is Jeckles, but he's in a big, big trouble. We've got this big kid, Brian Cage, now. He goes up here.
Well, now here, first of all, where's the referee? The referee should be breaking this right here. He's in the corner. It's illegal. Am I right or wrong?
Look at this neck breaker. Well,
am I right or wrong?
Well, what?
Am I right or wrong?
You're Dragon Dave. There's
a
cover. 1, 2, and just about got him with that reverse neck breaker out of the corner. That's a miserable hold to have put on you. Oh, there's a head first now. Remember, this man's neck is compromised, and look at Jeckles, very smart, working that neck. In for the ride, into those turnbuckles. Oh, nobody home. Outside goes Brian Cage. Oh, beautiful springboard. Catches him. I think he hit his head on the canvas. 1, 2. There's a kick out. Oh, he didn't get them all, but that was a beautiful athletic move. Good Lord.
And Jeckles the Jester still has some gas left in his tank, but we got something going on. Airplane spin, perhaps?
Oh, he lands on his feet, does Jeckles. Goes for a choke slam here. Oh, front choke slam. Oh, good night. Oh, that's all.
Turn out the lights, the party's over.
I think it is. I don't think you can even light a candle anymore. That's it for Brian Cage.
Whoa.
Wow. Good camera work here, right on top of the action.
Well, you got to give Brian Cage credit.
You do. Resilient young man.
Of course, he's looking to impress, the BTW promoters because he wants to climb the ranks. And, this is a good way to do it.
Oh, look at this. He's got a pump handle here going. Oh, front pump handle slam. Down goes Jeckles. That might wipe the smile right off his face.
As a matter of fact, both of these men are looking to impress the BTW promoters.
Indeed they are.
They're looking to climb the ranks, and any time that you get on BTW in front of the fans of BTW, that's a good way to show what you're all about.
Well, BTW's got the finest talent, no doubt about it. Now look at this. Brian Cage has him up. Oh, look at this. Now, I don't know exactly what you call this. I haven't talked to young Brian Cage. Oh, good Lord. absolutely planting him. Jeckles part of the canvas. I don't think he's going to get up from that, and he doesn't. There it is. Oh, I wish you knew what you call that, Dragon Dave. That looks like a headache.
That was called the cage breaker.
The cage breaker.
Yes.
Alan Bolte, Brian Cage getting the Duke here in his debut in Big Time Wrestling.
With the cage breaker.
With the cage breaker. Thank you, Dragon.
I just made that up.
You made that up.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I would run with it because that was pretty good.
Thank you very much.
Plenty of action still to follow. Main event, Kazarian, Samoa Joe. Styles defends the belt against the surging Wild Storm. I hope to God we'll see a title change tonight. Plenty of action coming up. Brian Cage gets the Duke over Jeckles the Jester.
Whoa, hold on a second. Well, I guess the joke's on Jeckles.
The joke's on Jeckles.